Welcome back to Malden's Revolution. I'm Mark Linehan. 250 years ago today, on April 21st, 1775, the Massachusetts Provincial Congress's Committee of Safety, functioning as the military high command for Massachusetts at war, begins issuing its first orders since the events 2 days earlier that we now call the battles of Lexington and Concord. Its first order of business that day was the creation of an oath for every soldier to take as they enlist in the new Massachusetts Army. Their second order of business that day was the creation of that army, calling for 8,000 men to serve as full-time soldiers for Massachusetts and for their enlistments to last until the end of the year. Their third order that day concerned the town of Malden. The Committee of Safety voted that the field pieces be removed from Newburyport and deposited for the present in the hands of Captain Dexter of Malden. Later on, they voted that orders be given to Captain Dexter to conceal the cannon committed to his care, which was accordingly done. Now, I'm sure you're all wondering, where's Newburyport? Still slaps. All right, once again, we've returned to our fantastic Steve Fama map. There we have the city of Malden outlined in red, and right below us, right there, is the great city of Boston. So where is Newburyport on this map, you may be wondering? Well, plot twist, it's not. Newburyport is all the way up just shy of the New Hampshire border. Newburyport is right on the Merrimack River, and the farthest northeast that this map goes are the great towns of Beverly, and Wenham is right up there, tucked into that corner right up there. You can see the town of Wenham right up there. But if you can see where Malden is outlined in red, and remember where Beverly is right there in your top right-hand corner, Malden and Beverly are as far apart as Beverly and Newburyport. So that's how far away Newburyport is, right on the New Hampshire border, right on the Merrimack River, a major waterway. So the Provincial Congress's Committee of Safety has decided that guarding the Mystic River with artillery at this point is more important than guarding the Merrimack River. Now, you might be wondering, why would the Provincial Congress put these cannon in the care of Captain John Dexter when the captain of the militia was Captain Benjamin Blaney? Well, it's because Captain John Dexter had that title because he was the captain of the militia back in the 1760s, and after that, he routinely became a representative of Malden in the General Court, in the House of Representatives, which is now the Provincial Congress. So it wasn't just that he was one of the most prominent Maldonians of his time, he was the Maldonian that the Provincial Congress knew best. Now, as to where John Dexter will hide these cannon, he has a lot of options. Much of the land directly behind me, which is today the west end of Malden, was Captain John Dexter's property. We're standing on top of Boojum Rock, which is the highest point in the city of Malden, and you see Malden, Everett, and the city of Boston behind me. Much of the land directly behind me was Captain John Dexter's property. We passed it the other day during our April 19th episode when we followed the route that the militia took. But with the removal of these cannon from Newburyport all the way down to the town of Malden, Malden is now one of the most heavily armed militias in Massachusetts. What will we do with those cannon? Will it make us a target? Is the war coming to us? Stay tuned. What do you mean I'm too old to say slaps?